Well, here come the rain and thunderstorms again. Man, there's lightning with it. Most evidently, it is starting to look like it's evening now. Well, pretty much, I got after my roommates. I told them that from now on, we are going to start unplugging all the electronics in this house. So yeah, that is from now on. We'll make it a thing where we're pretty much just making sure that everything is unplugged if we ever get electrical storms in the future. But yeah, it's starting to come down. The sun came out for a little while, but evidently as we looked off to the west of San Antonio, that's when pretty much everything is now starting to redevelop, and it's developing one line after another. So yeah, we could have lightning bolts again like what we did last night. But yeah, it's a good thing I didn't go to work today because I knew that this was going to be a terrible day. All the stuff that we're having to put up with. Mother Nature is literally not giving us a break for a while. No, it's one squall line after another, and it's got lightning with it. Ooh. Man. Yeah, so it's not a good time to be outside today or anything like that. But anyway, well, I got some good news. And so far, I gotta say, I already booked a appointment for Best Buy. And evidently with my PlayStation 5 not working because the power thing doesn't function, I've decided that we are going to get an appointment, and that way we'll get it back up and running. Wi-Fi, we've also worked on that. They're sending us a new modem. So basically, we're going to try to get everything back up and running by tomorrow. Hopefully, everything is going to be pretty good. Yeah, I just got done with lunch not too long ago. And yeah, it's just coming down heavy rain right now. Lightning. And all types of stuff. So yeah, I literally stayed up almost the whole night. Just literally watching it to see what it would do. Whew. Yeah, lightning and all this stuff, We got some people that are just walking the streets and they don't know how dangerous it is to be walking in this stuff. The first rumble of thunder, you're not far from being struck by lightning. So anytime you hear that noise, it's a time that you need to be indoors. You need to stay indoors. Don't get out. You wait till the storm passes by and, so far you just wait it out. But yeah, I gotta see what time it is. It is 11:33 in the morning. Yeah, it is coming down rain. Rain, lightning, all types of stuff. Even those lights at that other apartment complex are starting to turn on. Yep, so if you can see them flashes of lightning and stuff. We are pretty much surrounded by electricity. There's lightning everywhere. But yeah, my birthday, I'm glad I'm off, and that way we can literally work on the PlayStation 5 and get it over to the field support area, and that way they can work on that and replace the power board or the power supply area. And if they have to replace any parts for it to run again, I know they're going to have to do that. I'll pay whatever it takes for it to run again. And then after that, we'll bring it back home and we'll get her going and we'll play games again. But as far as the eye can see, we are postponed from our baseball games. Whether if it takes 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or however long it takes for my PlayStation 5 to get back up and operational, that's how long it's going to have to be. So we are going to be out for a while. Well, last night, that was something else. I kid you not, don't ever test Mother Nature like this, because she'll just send lightning bolts at you. She could strike you silly. But, no, I think that's what happened last night. I was in bed. I really didn't witness the whole thing, but they said it was a lightning strike. And anyway, it came down, and boy, I tell you what. No, what they ought to do on the Weather Channel, instead of giving us a flash flood watch and warnings, they ought to put it forward to severe thunderstorm warnings too. But maybe the San Antonio National Weather Service will think about a thunderstorm watch, severe thunderstorm warnings, and so on as we go through today. But yeah, we don't know what we are going to be doing. We can't do anything outside because it is coming down. Damn, plus it's lightning out there. Whew, we're starting to get some bright flashes. So remember, from the first flash you see, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, then you hear the noise. It's supposed to be 4 to 6 seconds long until you can actually hear the thunder that's right behind it. But yeah, anyway, guys, I don't even know what we're going to do. I mean, we can watch the storm together. We could talk about whatever you want to talk about. It don't matter what. Now, hopefully the horses are doing okay in this type of weather. I bet the staff over there is taking precautions to keep everybody safe during the lightning. You know, and I tell you one thing, on YouTube, I've literally seen a horse get struck by lightning. And it wasn't good. That horse died. Or, you know, it could strike a horse, a cow, a tree, or anything around it. You know, that's the dangerous part of lightning. It is hotter than the sun. And if you get hit, I don't know if you'd be alive to tell that story or not. But that's why you need to be inside when it comes to lightning. Whoa. And just like that, you need to be in a building. You need to be wherever. You got to keep yourself safe when it comes to thunder and lightning both. Because there's always that old saying, once you hear thunder, you are not far from being struck. But yeah, I mean, that's a true saying. I remember out there at the Springwood home, I would always be out on the back porch just watching the storms go by. And my dad thinking I was crazy. But oh well, that's part about being a storm spotter. You literally have to keep an eye out for the unexpected. Because you might never ever know what could happen. You could have tornadoes. You can have a green sky that indicates a large hail and stuff. Or, you could have a storm that is supercharged with the amounts of energy that it has, and it produces lots of lightning. And lightning can either shoot up or shoot down, because you look at it, I don't know if y'all have ever done this in science class before, but it tells you about negative and positive neutrons, and they rub against each other. It's like putting your feet to a carpet, and you rub that carpet and you zap them. You zap your neighbor. My dad would be like, ouch, that hurts. Oh, I remember. I used to do that to my dad way back then. And boy, I'd be like, yeah, how you like that? Does that feel good? I bet it doesn't. But anyway. So, yeah, a lot of the low-lying clouds are moving pretty quick. But, it's coming down, storms and stuff, and all types of stuff. But yeah. So I will be getting paid on Friday, which that's my birthday. And so far, most definitely we'll get my PlayStation 5 fixed, and so far the power supply that runs the whole system itself, I think they're going to have to replace that. They're going to have to replace the motherboard if damaged. I mean, I don't know, but we'll see what happens. That was some lightning storm last night. And, it was just one of them things. I'll go ahead and plug that little piece back in. That little thing right there. But yeah, I was literally getting ready to pass out, and all of a sudden the things are blaring off as loud as they can. I thought I was going to go deaf or something, but literally what protected my ears was I used my headset. And I'll show you which one. I'm thankful I bought this thing just to protect my ears from loud noises. And yeah, so far, all I have to do is just put this thing on. You can adjust it a little bit. But yeah, anyway, it goes just like this. You can put it on your ears. It's good for your ears. This is like a gaming thing, Just plug it into your PlayStation 5 and it does really good. But this you could use for ear protection in case if you have that annoying smoke detector going off. But yeah, anyway, that's just the way it is. Pretty good thing. I'm glad I got this. But anyway. Well, I got a battery with 23% on there. I think what I need to do is get me a battery. In case if we lose power, we can have it. And that way we could charge the cell phones and batteries and flashlights and whatever I may need. I'm going to start looking into that. I mean, if severe weather season is not fun when we all look at it, especially with all the storm activity that's going on from Amarillo to Midland to San Antonio and Corpus Christi and Frisco. The whole state of Texas is seeing thunderstorm activity. It's a whole saturated area, nothing but electrical storms. And this thing is pushing. I don't know where it's going. I think it's waterlogged right over Texas. And, we've been seeing a lot of thunderstorms. I mean, this thing came in last night around 1 o'clock in the morning. It was bad. I didn't even know we were going to get struck by lightning and stuff, but we did. And it shorted out the Spectrum modem for our internet. My PlayStation 5 is down. And I think the power supply, the thing on it, the motherboards and everything else, they're going to have to replace. But so far, I think that power supply does not have any wattage going through it. I mean, I've literally tried everything. I tried to jump it with my HP computer. That didn't work. I tried different type of outlets. Those didn't work. I've pretty much tried everything. I read everything online. And I was like, you know what? I don't know if there's anything to do, but take it down to Best Buy and let their tech wizards handle it. And, so far, I mean, yeah, it's a good thing I've got a backup copy receipt of my purchase. When I bought this thing, I mean, it had a 1-year warranty on there, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another type of warranty on there. It's going to be good for at least 2 to 3 years, and then I'll keep renewing the warranty. I mean, hopefully, everything will be all good beforehand. But anyway, yeah, I'll take care of that on Friday. I mean, I know it's going to be a payday to me, but I really, really need to get that taken care of. I mean, I'll go down to Best Buy. I'll take my PlayStation 5 with me. And so far, we'll have tech support take care of the system that's currently inoperable right now because of the lightning and everything else. But yeah, the Wi-Fi is going to be back up and running tomorrow, so hopefully that will be a good thing. Yeah, we called Spectrum and we let them know the situation that just went on, telling them that we had a bad lightning storm last night and close range lightning. And good thing I was not in that window looking at it, because if I was at that window, I probably would have been blinded. You know, it would have made my eyes like red. And it probably would have blinded me, but it's a good thing I was not in the window and I was pretty much in bed, already sound asleep. But anyway, yeah, I was woke up to the sound of these noisy smoke detectors. And yeah, I tell you, it was not fun getting woke up by those things. But I tell you. Well, it seems like this thunderstorm is not as strong, so that's good. But there are other supercells that develop right behind it. I mean, we have one after another. It's like one line, one line, one line. You know, they move like, you know, wow, like that. But it's like one car follows the other car. You know, it's one after the other. But yeah, anyway, I guess it's chill out day. I mean, I don't really know what is there to do. I mean, I would be getting ready to play the game against the Tulsa Drillers tonight in San Antonio Missions. But most evidently, we have to wait till next Friday to get that PlayStation back up and running. As I said before, it might take me a week or 2 weeks, whatever goes on, but most evidently, we'll see what goes and how everything plays out next week. But anyway, I guess it is what it is, you know. This severe weather season is very active. We've seen multiple tornadoes. Northwestern to eastern Oklahoma, we have actually seen that. Wichita Falls, Texas, you know, there have been reports of tornadoes. Enid, Oklahoma, about 68 miles of the twister town Waukeeta. Enid, you know, if you know where Enid is, that's good, because it is, it's little ways from Waukeeta. But anyway, it's about 30 miles from the abandoned gas station that they used in Twisters. Called, you know, that town's called Orienta. So if you want to look that up, you can. It's 412 highway. Oh, Oklahoma 412, whatever you call it. But anyway, you go through a town called Fairview, and then you go to Orienta, and then, well, there's the silos, the abandoned gas station. It's called Ranger. Well, it used to be called a Ranger store. But anyway, they used that when they filmed Twisters. And, you know, when Kate and Tyler got to meet each other, and so far, no, Kate didn't know what a tornado wrangler was, but most evidently, well, she found out and stuff. But anyway, yeah, they go out, they chase these storms, they're doing everything they can to capture the cyclonic footage of a tornado and to put their part datas everywhere to get a 3D dimensional scan of the vortex itself. But anyway, yeah, pretty good movie. If you watched it, good. If you didn't, well, you still need to watch it. Check it out yourself. But anyway, yeah, pretty good movie. Oh, goodness. Anyway, I think I'm going to chill out. We're playing it safe today. There's no electricity. I'm not going to plug anything in. But anyway, we'll definitely keep our eyes and ears on the weather today. And it looked like the lightning has already stopped, so that's good. We did get rain from it. It came down about 5-10 minutes from this one. But yeah, anyway, if anything else, we'll keep you updated on anything that comes out of the ordinary. But anyway, as I said before, our baseball streams are postponed until further notice. So you guys, you are going to have to wait until my system, my PlayStation 5 is back up and running, and plus the internet, which we're working on right now. Anyway, I guess I could go for a nap or whatever. I mean, it don't matter. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. So stay tuned. We got more when we come back.